Look at these beautiful budding roses. I'm so excited to watch them grow. So beautiful. This is the lettuce. I love to watch lettuce blowing in the breeze. It's really early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's kind of getting, there's a cool breeze this morning, and I'm really grateful for that because yesterday it was like in the 80s. We have flowers on our peas. Beautiful. And these guys are going crazy because they know I'm coming to feed them. Good morning, girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes, I'm coming. And now they quiet down. Beautiful. And there she is again, protecting her little non-infant in the egg. She is so funny. Okay. This is not my space, and you're letting me know. Little zinnias are popping up, amongst other little things. Yeah, so little zinnias are popping up. I put lime zinnias, cut and come again zinnias in here, so we'll see. I can tell little floor leaf clovers and other things are also popping up, but that's okay. All plants are useful and all plants are welcome. So yeah, I'm really excited about this bed. This is the first time that I'm going to have this cut flower bed. I'm going to put some sunflowers in here as well, so we will see. Here's some more zinnias, and then I threw poppy seeds down in here. And so I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to lie. This round little bed, I think have been throwing a couple different seeds in here, so I don't know what's going to pop up, but we will see together. It's early morning, and the huskies are out with me, so I'm going to feed them and get them going for the day. Maybe take them to a park or somewhere they can really run. I know they've been waiting for that, but it's supposed to rain. That's why this cool down is happening, and it's supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow, but rain today. And so I'm really praying for rain, because my community gardens that I tend to, they deserve a lot of love and rain. It's really hard for me to get out to every bed, which I try, and I have community helpers, so, but it's a good downpour is what them gardens need. So this was what I was talking about in the last video, where I just plopped a whole bunch of kale and brassicas, and then I separate them later. That's what that looks like. And I already did separate them and put them into a different kale bed. But look at this. She is looking fancy. I eat kale and cabbage a lot. Like, that's my go-to for a snack. Just with a little bit of butter and ramps. Aries. 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 He's eating. Aries boy. He doesn't care. Aries. Hey boy. Aries. Oh, he's getting excited. Hey boy. Hey boy. Stop looking at my chickens. So this is the basil that I took from the front and put into the back, because this was the basil I had originally put in, and it's gone. Then we have some dill and some oregano. Yes, yes, yes. And then I actually put down some marigold seeds. I don't know if they'll do anything, but I have like, I want to say 24 of them growing inside, so they'll be coming out soon as well. Look at how big my early girls are getting. There's one over there as well. So, and then this is the lettuce seed that went in here as well. Getting bigger, looking good. Okay, so I know you probably don't see this on a lot of gardening videos, but this is my long old dandelions. I love dandelions. I probably said this a million times on videos, but We utilize this whole plant. The root we use for liver support. It's phenomenal for other medicinal uses, which I'm not going to go all the way into just because it's debatable for some people, not for myself. But I want to say that when you toast the root, I promise you it kind of tastes, to me, the flavor is a little bit like buttery and nutty and just yummy. It's totally yummy. And these little buds, these beautiful little baby buds, are yummy too. You can put them in jams, jellies, honey. You can make muffins, cookies out of them. This mixed with maybe some calendula and some lilac in a cookie or on top of a muffin is going to just be beautiful. Yeah. And my red cabbage girls are looking amazing. So I love red cabbage. Obviously, I make a lot of slaws and I make kimchi and yummy things for gut health. Here is the other green cabbage. Now, I don't have no names for these, but friends, I will figure it out. And then back there, I put some peppers. This fence that's back here was a pallet fence we put in when we first got here to separate the dogs from the chickens. And I'll be honest, the squirrels keep using it, utilizing it, and I kind of want to take it down. So, and it'll make my yard seem so much bigger because the divide will be gone. But I'm debating because when the garden is done, the chickens come out and I let them go ham and feast all over the back garden, and I love it and they love it, so I kind of want to keep it separated. But yeah, we will see. I know there's a lot of debating about in-ground gardens and then raised bed. I love both. I don't think I'll ever choose one over the other because I love both. I love seeing how they grow. Oh, my robin's back. Hi, Robin girl. He honey wish day. She shokaduta. He honey wish day. I don't know if you can see her. Hold on, let me see. Oh, did you see her fly away? She's gonna come back. She's a little camera shy. Sorry, the lighting is kind of bad, but I just came inside. I can hear all the cardinals singing. It's so beautiful. My neighborhood is quiet today, which is really cool. Usually it's really lively with a lot of kids and playing and lawnmowers and all of the things. But it's really quiet, and so that's nice when I can hear the birds. I love looking out my back window. So when I'm washing dishes, I always look out my back window and just watch my animals and just life. I love watching life grow and change and evolve and move. So yeah, I got sidetracked by my robin. I love that robin. I love that robin. I love all birds, but raised beds or not, to raise bed or not to raise bed, that's the question. I love both. I love both because I think they grow differently, and I like to do that experiment to see, compare and contrast what works well in beds and what works well in just direct sow in the ground, or however you do that. But I love both, and I think sprawling plants in my garden space do better when you're starting in a raised bed. Sometimes I transplant out, sometimes I don't, but I guess it's just how you see them in your own spaces, right? I know lately I've been talking about becoming a minimalist, well, being a minimalist, but I think there's a lot to be said about that. Every spring when I'm starting seeds, I look at my space and I remember when we first got here. And I've talked about this before on this channel, but when we first got here, it was just wild and chaos. And there was a beauty to that as well, but writing down my intentions for the space and my goals for the space was really therapeutic for me. And then working with my family to make the space that we envisioned come to life and come to reality was just beautiful. And I think it showed my sons especially, that when you have an intention in your heart and it's for the good of your family or your community, and you work together, that anything is possible. And when you learn that, I swear, like, you apply that to multiple different areas of your life. And it's really cool because I've watched our space grow into, you know, what we had envisioned, and then also grow into things that we had never envisioned but were great as well. My kitchen, I think when whoever built this part of the kitchen, it was like an add-on, and I don't think it was done properly, and there's a lot of things that you can tell were maybe done not to their best potential. And so my husband has wanted to gift our family a new kitchen for a long time, and I think that might be happening this year. We also want a back deck so I can like sit out there and, you know, watch my animals, and just, I love being out there, so it would be nice to have like a designated back deck for that. I could take my plants from the front porch and like do up potting in there. It's hard for me to do that in the front porch because we have like a deep freezer out there, some chairs, some racks for my plants to go in, and it's not a huge porch, so that would be nice to do back there. But it's going to be interesting to see what this kitchen space becomes, because I'll be honest, it's pretty small, and I do a lot of cooking, canning, all of the things, drying. A lot of things get done in this kitchen. Plus, our family's getting bigger. Yay! There's 6 of us now. Not all of us live here, right? My sons, you know, my older son stays with his partner's family as well. Like, he goes back and forth. And so there's just a lot of in and outs happening in this kitchen. Our animals, it's just a lot. So I think I'm really excited and a little nervous about, you know, losing this space as well, because when you redo something, you have to take time away from your kitchen, and we use the kitchen every day, so I don't know. It will be a learning process, and also very exciting because I know what we're capable of as a family when we put our minds together. So it's like, what, you know, this could be a phenomenal move for us, and so I'm really excited about that. And that just goes back to show that things are never going to stay the same, right? And so when we first came here, and I was like, oh my gosh, this kitchen's really small, you know, I noticed that, and I was like, how am I going to do all the things that I want to do in this kitchen? And I did, you know, because I wanted to and I needed to, and so I just did, and it's been great in that way. But, you know, we also envisioned something better, and that's what life is about, is envisioning, you know, bringing your dreams into a reality and pushing that for yourself and for your community and for your family. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I never lost that within myself, the ability to dream and envision new things. And I hope I always have that. You know, I spent a lot of time with my grandma who raised me, and she is getting older and recently had to go to the hospital, and she instilled that in me, and I love her for that. And I just, you know, think about long term, you know, it's really interesting to me that excuse me, it's really early. It's really interesting to me that the essence of an individual seems to be in the blink of an eye, in the grand scheme of things, and then also eternal in the like long term of this universe or whatever, you know. And so it's both things at once, and life is about, you know, holding on to these memories and the love that you gave and the love that you received, but also letting go of some memories that don't serve you, and letting go of people that don't serve you. It's just like this, everything at once. I feel like it's everything at once all of the time. And we're always trying to internalize that and make sense of that. And I don't know if you're supposed to. I think that's what living in the moment is. And as I get older, I'm learning to do that. And it's a re-remembering, right? Because we knew how to do that when we were young. we, jumped, played, and ran. And when something happened, we just let it go and we were on to the next. And, over time, you start to critical think, and sometimes that's great, right? But sometimes that also does hinder your momentarily living, your living in the moment, and your ability to keep moving. And so it's learning and then unlearning and remembering and then not. It's all of that. And I think that's what makes us human. And I think that's what I love about growing and being a part of creation. It's like I'm living in the moment because I'm, tending to these plants and putting intention into what I'm doing, and then watching them grow. And just really, gardening really sets the mood and the tone for how I can be better and how I can be part of something so delicate, but love it so much. Yeah. I don't know. I've been around my grandma a lot lately, and she is a phenomenal teacher. My Kunchi, my little sweet Kunchi girl. She's just my favorite lady. And being outside and watching the birds and remembering all these memories I had with her when I was little. Like, the birds remind me of that. The sound of the wind reminds me of that. The smell of the garden reminds me of that. And I just grew up and had kids and had my own family, and she was, once younger, and now she's a really, really tiny little elder. And that happened in the blink of an eye for me. It didn't, right? I had this whole family, and I grew, and now to see her, and she's just my sweet little baby. I love that lady. Yeah, okay. I've been doing a lot of feeling this morning, and I think that's beautiful about the mornings. You get time to just pray and feel. Oh, my husband's waking up. I gotta go. Doksa.